Enough with the window shopping. Let's get back into the storeroom. Gilbert Harrison is here. He's the CEO of Financo. They offer investment banking services and advise retail companies with clients from Neiman Marcus to Abercrombie and Fitch. Gilbert, always good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You just saw Laura Lee's report. One of the three, or at least the three keys: speed to market, lean and mean, quick turnover.
I think that's all important. I think also the cost cutting that retailers have been doing this last year is absolutely essential in this new world, because you're going to have less sales. And how are you going to get it? You're going to have it by, number one, cutting your costs, and number two, making sure the markdowns don't hurt your bottom line as much as they had. Now, speed to market is extremely important, but there are many products that you cannot get into the stores the way the fast merchants are, like Forever 21 and H&M, are able to do, because the lead time is still 9 months or a year to get a lot of these goods. So it is not relevant across the board.
Now, you alluded to sales slowing down, and this is how these guys are coping with it. I'm curious about cutting marketing costs, though, because if you want your sales to at least maintain, you have to get people into the stores. If costs are being cut so much, how is marketing faring?
Well, I think we're in a new world in terms of marketing. The normal advertising, whether it's TV or the press, media, and so on, is changing. What's happening between Facebook and YouTube and all of the new social networking, it's been an absolutely amazing play in terms of getting the customers turned on to what is new merchandise and the right way to do it.
Are retailers adapting?
Slowly. I mean, I was just at the Women's Wear CEO Summit, which happened in New York for the last 2 days, and everybody is talking about the whole new social media of what is going on, and the way people are using this not only to sell their products, but to get the consumers to buy into the products.
Well, that seems to make sense to go back to Forever 21 and H&M. What about, though, a Saks or a Lord & Taylor that tends to have an older clientele?
But they seem to be reaching them as well. I mean, Saks, Lord & Taylor's have an older clientele, but they have to focus on how do you get the younger consumer into the store, and that is what they're doing. They have Hot Topic was on at the panel, and Betsy McLaughlin has salespeople that have thousands of customers that are on her own Facebook site, and when a new product comes in, they get the information, and more importantly, when they buy the information, they then email their friends who are on similar, and it works like a snowballing effect. Well, if it's good, if it's bad, it can kill you.
Well, but the thing is, it didn't seem to help Hot Topic last month with the same store sales numbers, did it?
Well, it doesn't happen. You know, it doesn't happen all the time, but the fact is, you said, how do you cut advertising expenditures? The old media and the print rates and the TV rates are substantial, and if you can reach the consumer even better through use of the internet and the social networking, it's an interesting new ploy.
And but what about the consumers, and right now, and that kind of mental barrier to actually opening up their wallets and purses or spending money? There's a lot going on, not a lot of discretionary income, people worried about losing their jobs. If consumers see a deal, are they ready to jump at it?
If the deal has the right merchandise, it just can't be a sale anymore, because sales in packs are getting slower and slower and slower because the consumer keeps awaiting that. They need the right merchandise, and if it's the right merchandise, they will buy.
Now, I have to ask you, since you do investment banking, have we seen the big wave of deals? Is it now going to be pretty quiet in retail?
No, I think consolidation is still important, because to be able to compete, you need to have the infrastructure to compete on a larger scale.
Where might we see it, though? Department, boutique, teen?
Well, I think there have been enough department store mergers. I think you're going to see specialty store mergers. I think you're going to see people going vertical, where they look to buy their suppliers. I think you're going to see a lot more strategic mergers, because the private equity funds have trouble raising the financing because the banks are basically closed.
And now more than ever, maybe folks who wouldn't even think about merging with somebody, you know, they understand it's going to be a good fit, at least to survive in this climate.
We're working on a very interesting deal right now, which I really can't say.
I was going to say, I don't suppose you could tell us about it.
But there's a minimum of $100 million in synergies in putting these two companies together. Now, it's one time, but you have this cost savings, and now you have a platform that's going to have better cash flow, that's being able to better compete in the world that's out there today.
Gilbert Harrison, CEO of Financo, joining us. Thanks so much. Always good to talk to you.
Thank you.